What up, though? CC doing the most with Hip Hop Weekly and, of course, Hip Hop Weekly Radio. And as you guys know, we love using our platform, not just to play mainstream artists and the same songs like you hear on the radio, but also give some indie artists, some undiscovered artists some love as well. And I got some love coming all the way from Dallas, Texas, from the Dirty
Yes,
South.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I think you guys are going to love his music. We're going to talk about his music. We're going to talk about his journey and what's to come. And I have the pleasure to talk to no other than Sherm Stx. What up,
Yes,
though?
ma'am. Hey, how you doing? I'm feeling good. How you doing?
I'm doing really, really good. I mean, it's rainy as hell in Michigan, but other than that, I'm cool. I just been chilling.
I feel you. Me too. I just got up for work. You know what I'm saying? Got a little 9 to 5, but it's cool. We trying to elevate from that. So yeah.
That's okay. You need a 9 to 5
Yes,
to
ma'am.
invest in your career or your dream.
Exactly.
Never let nobody try to front on you because you got you a job. At least you ain't broke. You got money.
Yeah. So I had somebody tell me today. Well, actually 2 days ago, he was like, "So why you got a 9 to 5 if you moving up on your music?" I'm like, "Hey, I'm using this. This is a tool that I'm using to get me where I need to go." You know what I'm saying? So it's all good. It's all good. You know what I'm saying?
We can just start there. I think that's just like the biggest misconception that people have of musicians, rappers, producers is that, oh, you making money and you got music videos out here, so you must be making some money. You got an album or an EP like you do, Cabin Fever on Apple Music. I'm pretty sure it's on Spotify and everything else. But they don't understand you have to start somewhere, and not everybody wants to be in the streets selling drugs.
Exactly. I mean, and that life don't work for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess people they think that way when they aren't doing anything themselves, when they don't understand how it feels to have to build a business or build something from the ground up. They don't understand that you gotta invest. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? You can't fault them for that. They don't got a passion like that, but we do. So that's why we here. You know what I'm saying? So
I be smelling a little hate and petty in those comments, but it's okay though, because a lot of people made fun of Kanye West when he was making his little beats. Okay, and look at him.
Yep, told him he couldn't rap. First they told him he couldn't make beats. First they told him he couldn't rap. Then they told him he couldn't do fashion. He doing all those things. You know what I'm saying? Just because he was persistent and consistent. So yeah.
Well, Sherm, let's talk a little bit for those who are getting to know you for the first time. Let's talk about your music journey and in Dallas, Texas, which you guys have your own scenes out there, Dallas, Houston, but just talk about how your journey has been so far since you decided you want to be a rapper for real, for real.
Yeah. So I really started, I'll say my journey started when I was like 3 years old. My dad, he had this friend, Swift D, with this group 211 in Flint. And one day I picked up a mic, listening to some Lil Bow Wow, and we was at this party. He gave me a little microphone, and I just went around the room rapping to everybody with the microphone, rapping Lil Bow Wow. So I'll say that's where I started. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So
that's so cute. You sound like Drake. Drake said if it wasn't for Bow Wow, it wouldn't be no Drake.
Hey, for real though, like I used to listen to Lil Bow Wow. I used to listen to Lil Bow Wow and Michael Jackson. That was my favorite two at 3-4 years old. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, so then we moved to Texas when I was 5 years old, and didn't really have anything at that time. I was just living. And 8 years old came, started writing my first little raps. 11 years old came, I got sick for like a week, and my sister's boyfriend had this little USB mic, and he just gave it to me, and I was like, okay, like, let's see what I could do with this. So then I started making YouTube videos. I was 11 years old in 7th grade, by the way. So started making YouTube videos, making lyric videos, just doing it all myself, like using.
But you was 11, so you jumped a few grades.
Yeah, because like I guess how Texas and Flint's academic, whatever it is, I guess how that's matched up, I just got put ahead. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how, but I guess, you know what I'm saying? I guess we could say that, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just got put ahead. So I was like, when I graduated 2017, I was like 17 years old when I graduated. So yeah, but
my music baby.
Yeah, I am. I'm 21 years old. So yeah, Just turned 21 in November. So yeah, it's
And
been
you can
cool.
buy your own bottles now. You can go get your
I can.
How does it?
I
21
have.
years old. Yes, look. I remember when I turned 21. I thought I was grown. I was like, I ain't gotta ask nobody to buy me no bottles. I can go to the liquor store and buy my own bottles.
That's what everybody be saying. Like, I remember when I was 21 years old. You better enjoy it. I'm like, right now, I'm just at a point right now. Like, I drink, but I don't be out there like that. I just focus more on my music. That's this is what I always wanted to do my whole life. So this is what I do. That's all I know. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
So you started off very, very young.
Mhm.
Obviously, you already got the basics down as far as writing, producing, understanding how to be vulnerable, and
Mhm.
like a lot of people get a misconception about rappers is, oh, it's about having fun and talking about like street struggles or women, money,
Mhm.
clothes, cars, all that stuff. But you also got to show some vulnerability and tell a story. And
Yeah.
like I get that from you, especially one what's the song called? It's called Outside. We're gonna
Oh
talk
yeah.
about it a little bit later. But when I heard that for the first time, I was like, bro, this is exactly how I felt after quarantine.
Exactly. And that's all I'm about. That's what I feel like that's what my brand is. And that's who I am in general. Like I just want to speak my truth. My mom, she used to be a singer, you know what I'm saying? She's always tell me coming up, like, be yourself, speak your truth, you know what I'm saying? Above all. So like when she started saying that to me and implementing that me, I just took that and just never knew how to not be myself. You know what I'm saying? It feels it feels so weird not being yourself. You know what I'm saying? Everyone knows when they not being themselves. So once you go against that, you kind of like selling yourself short, or just kind of like selling your soul or whatever. But like I don't know how to not talk about anything that's not me. You know what I'm saying? So vulnerability is definitely important. It's I think that's what rap is built off of. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
But I think that you also get a sense of respect from those around you because you're not trying to put on the front, you're not trying to lie, you're not trying to
Yeah.
be somebody you're not. And those are usually the signs when you're not gonna have longevity. Case in point, Takashi
Hmm.
69. Like nobody has time. Like on God, like if you not about that street life, like it's okay. Like
Yeah, it
there's a
is. It
place
is.
for you in hip hop. Like you don't have to be selling keys out the trunk of your car
Yep.
to
Yep.
be a
And
rapper.
that's what I seen Nipsey Hussle say in the interview. He was like, man, like actually he said in one of his songs, like, go do homework, go to school. You don't have to be out in the streets. Like, go do what you want to do, what you feel like is best for you. You don't gotta do what everybody else is out here doing. Like we got a weird mentality out here, you know what I'm saying? But
Do.
we do.
We do.
Uh
And even some people start off as the good kid, right?
hmm.
And you're definitely giving me the good kid vibes. And
Hey.
then it's like they feel like they have to put themselves in situations or in certain environments to
Yeah.
get a little bit of a leap in the rap game or hip hop game.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
just want to know, have you ever been pressured to do that, or you just are just so like good with yourself? You like, bruh, I'm good on all that.
No, it's I'm definitely not perfect. You know what I'm saying? Definitely go through my ups and downs. Like I remember when the whole mumble rap era came, like that was the only thing it felt like that was the only thing selling. You know what I'm saying? That's all people wanted. So, and that's when I was like 15, 16 years old, still becoming a man and becoming the artist that I am today. So I was like, man, what's going on? I listen to Kendrick, I listen to J. Cole, I listen to Jay-Z, Kanye West. So it's like a lot of conscious stuff that I love, you know what I'm saying? So when that mumble rap stuff was coming out, it seemed like that's all that we could do. That was it. You know what I'm saying? I only could talk about money, clothes, hoes, cars, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But then as time progressed, I realized that there's a lane for everyone and everything in hip hop. There's different types of hip hop. So then, I start to feel, not so pressured. I figured out, oh, I can just use what they're doing and I can love it and also love what I'm doing and love what other people's doing and mix it. You know what I'm saying? Like we
Yeah.
can mix it. I can use the hard beats and talk about some conscious real stuff Like it's so I love it. You know what I'm saying? Like I love music so much. So
Yes. And talk a little bit about the music scene out there in Dallas. And like I said, I'm very pretty much hip to it. I got some friends out there in Dallas. So
yeah.
just seeing what they listen to and the artists out there is really dope. And I know a lot of people also talk about Houston, but I'm
Yeah.
curious to see like what artists in particular you like out there in Dallas.
Right now, I really just be tuning to myself. I don't really like mess with a lot of artists like that, which I'm starting to, you know what I'm saying, starting to get out that bubble and network a lot more. But Dallas is really a boiling pot. There's not really, I feel like it's not really a certain sound except for the sound that it had started with, and that was like jig and music and like down south country stuff. You know what I'm saying? And that is still a big market out here. That's still dope. We still love that. But then you got just different types of music out here. Like anything you want, you can find. Anything, you know, like R&B, whatever. Like I don't know, everything. I can't even really explain it, but I just see a lot of different artists doing their thing and coming up and enjoying what they doing, and like we all moving up at the not at the same time, but we're all moving up because more people is moving here. People coming from California, people coming from New York, and I think that's how Dallas has kind of started. You know, we got people from Louisiana that came out here, people from Flint like me, people from, you know, I don't know. I got a whole bunch of friends from a whole bunch of different places. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a boiling pot with a lot of dope artists. So
That's the stuff. So what are some of the pros and cons as far as being a rapper in Dallas? I know some cities have their own struggles, pros and cons. So I'm curious to know what it is for Dallas, if you have it.
I would say pros is, like I said, there's a lot of music coming out of here and a lot of dope artists. It's a lot of hope, and it's a lot of how could I say it, like a lot of innovative things going on, a lot of creative things going on. I say cons could be sometimes it could feel like not a lot of love is being shown, and not even just by like not by the artists themselves, but like I feel like it's the locals, the fans, like they don't really mess with you. It seems like right now, you know what I'm saying? And that's how I've been seeing it for years. But it seems like once you pop and you go somewhere else and you make it somewhere else, then that's when Dallas kind of like be like, oh, I know him. Yeah, they love you. But I guess that's kind of how it is in every city. But I will say, I think Dallas hip hop and just Dallas's music is just in the early stages. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really want to talk about the cons because eventually everything gonna be good. Everybody gonna be mingling just like every other city. We're a major city. You know what I'm saying? So just like every other major city, we gotta start at the bottom. We all growing. So
right, and it's a big city. Like Texas is a big ass state, and then Dallas is a big ass city.
It take at least 45 minutes to get wherever you need. Yeah, it take at least 45 minutes to get where you gotta go. You know what I'm saying? Like at least 30, I'll say. But it's a drive.
Yeah, I've been to Houston. I'm gonna be going to Houston in September for a battle rap event. And then that's the only one that's the only city I've been to.
When you gonna be out? September when?
September. I can't really say the date.
Okay, I got you.
Release, but end of September.
Well, I will say, because I got a show in Dallas. I don't know if you don't want to come, but I'm opening up for Jay Electronica on September 23rd.
Why?
Yeah.
You just said that. You're like, I don't know if you want to come, but I'm opening up for Jay. Like what?
Yeah. The label I'm working with, I'm signed to Galaxy 9. Actually, that happened a couple months ago. They actually got me on that show with Jay Electronica. So yeah, it's dope.
That is huge.
I'm excited.
Like, I was gonna ask you later on, like if you got any shows, or if you're booked. That is amazing. Like
yes, ma'am.
You gotta celebrate. We're gonna celebrate that. Clap it up.
Yeah.
Because that's not just an ordinary opening. Like that's like, it's not like it's just a showcase or a local showcase. You're opening up for Jay Electronica. And yes,
Yeah.
he's not mainstream, but for hip hop heads and people that pay attention and
Yeah.
really appreciate penmanship and lyrics, that is dope. And that is
Yeah.
absolutely somebody you want to impress.
Exactly. So I gotta give it my all. I feel like my stage performance, I'm gonna boast on myself real quick, but I feel like my stage performance can outdo anybody's stage performance out here in Dallas. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. My stage performance can outdo, I feel like, anybody. It don't even matter who you is. I really want you to be there because it's crazy. The energy I give off is crazy. And I've been doing this, I've been performing since I was 11 years old. I'm telling you, like, I've had people, shout out to my auntie Miss Shelly, but she grabbed me, she seen me at a talent show. I'm sorry, I'm just talking. But she
This is all about you. You talk.
okay. So she seen me at a talent show when I was actually 12 years old. This McKinney Performance Arts talent show to win some money. First time I went, I lost because I actually like froze up, right? The lights hit me, I froze up, right?
It happened.
But I was determined. That was my first time ever performed. I was determined to go back. Next year went back, killed it. She was one of the judges. She seen me, she was like, wow, like this kid is dope. I was 13 years old at the time. And then she just took me, got me shows out here in Dallas at 13 years old, just like local performances, put me in like dance rehearsal halls, like put me in front of the mirror, got me established with who I am and like my stage performance. So like shout out to her because without her,
yeah, that's what's up. She put you on the Joe Jackson, Matthew Knowles boot camp. Okay. That's what she did. That's what she did. Just no ass whoopings. Joe Jackson was, a little extra. But that's what's up. Like, that's what's up. You gotta start somewhere. So if it's in your room in front of a mirror, like that's what you just gotta do. But it's paying off because like it's funny because Pooh Shiesty, right? Let's a little sidebar. Pooh Shiesty got made fun of for his BET performance, right? Not this BET Awards, but the last one when it was still COVID and quarantine.
Yeah.
And I think it was either that or Hip Hop Awards. And people were like making fun of him because he was so stiff, like he didn't know what to do with his arms. You know what I'm saying? Like you like just because you're a rapper and you spit in bars, you still gotta know how to sell it and make it look good and have confidence. Like I'm not saying you gotta be Beyonce and do choreography, but you can't just be standing there all stiff, like
But also like the people that are really good at performing off stage, they are really like into themselves and like quiet. You know what I'm saying? If you think about Beyonce, you think about like Michael Jackson, you think about like I won't say Chris Brown, but like you think about Kendrick, you think about you think about all them people like on stage, it's like a light switch comes on. And that's what my mom be telling me all the time. Like it's like when I step on the stage, it's a whole different me. You know what I'm saying? And like I love that. You know what I'm saying?
Sherm Stx is your alter ego.
Yeah, it is.
Like Sasha Fierce. That's your alter ego. And that's dope. Like I respect that. And I'm really happy for you. So how far is Dallas from Houston?
I say maybe 2 hours. Maybe 2 hours. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll talk about it after the interview. So maybe I can, find a way to get down there and see that because I would love to see Jay Electronica too. Like I said, that's big. Like
it's gonna be a good show. Yeah, it's gonna be packed too. So and the people that brought it out, it's actually Galaxy 9. It's the label that I'm on right now. So they bring legends out to Dallas all the time. I know before COVID, they brought Wu-Tang out. They brought Griselda out before Griselda really like popped off.
Griselda.
Yeah. I don't know if you know Raw Digger, but they actually just bought Raw Digger last weekend. I was there. That was a crazy show. She did her
always with Busta Rhymes. That's like I know Raw.
Yeah.
She was one of them. She was one of them.
I actually got to meet her. She's cool. You know what I'm saying? I was just chilling with her. So 2 days before the show, I was just chilling with her Thursday night. She just came to one of the other artists on the label video shoot, and I was just chilling. I was like, oh, Raw Digger, like that's crazy. I watched her in 13 Ghosts, like, and I'm 21. I know her because my sister and my mom. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Like,
I was saying.
yeah, it's it was definitely a good day. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of good stuff been happening. So
And you
I'm
said the
excited.
label is called Galaxy 9.
Yeah, Galaxy 9
Yeah,
Productions. Yeah.
talk a little bit about that and how you got linked up with them and
So,
how has your life had changed? Clearly, you opening up with
man,
electronica, but other than that.
so my aunt, she's a businesswoman. So she just dibbles and dabbles in different, entrepreneur businesses and whatever. And she has this friend named April. And was making like, it was like Fubu, Fubu was basically doing like phones. So it's gonna be called Fubu Mobile. So they were in on that, and they were basically trying to start Fubu Mobile out here in Dallas. But to launch it, they had this gala, whatever you want to call it. And Galaxy 9 Productions was like the production company that they went through to like have the show that they were having. So it was just like a gala. People, Galaxy 9 had one of their artists performing, and they did the whole, the speakers, set up everything. People were sitting around tuxedos and suits and stuff, eating. It was just a fancy launch. So my aunt basically was just like, hey, like, I got my nephew, he raps. She brought me to their studio a couple times, and the CEO, Rob Ski, shout out to Rob Ski, he's also my manager. He was like, hey, all right, because he does these shows in Deep Ellum all the time, and like I said, he brought out legends and stuff. Actually, I opened up for Large Professor too. That was crazy. That was the first show they put me on. But they gave me a shot, and they was like, all right, I'm gonna put you on this show. They let me open up for Large Professor. That was crazy. I mean, I feel like I did all right. But they was like, okay, I like what you do. I like your brand. I like your music. Like, let's talk. Brought me to the studio, allowed me to be around them a little bit more. And then they was like, hey, like, I want to sign you. And I was like, this is different. I didn't think I didn't think this was gonna happen like this. You know what I'm saying? So then COVID hit, man, and that was like, yeah, nothing really got done there. So then after COVID, I dropped this video called Closure to this project I made called Expensive Party Music. It's just a bunch of pop records with me rapping and stuff. So that's out too on all streaming platforms. But then I dropped the video, and then, Rob called me and was like, hey, we back in business. Like, let's go. And since then, I dropped about 7 videos this year on my IGTV. So I've been going, so yeah.
Congratulations. So let's
Thank
finally
you.
get into the music. Let's talk about it. So Cabin Fever EP, took a
Yep.
quick listen to it. I love it.
Yes, ma'am.
These are good introductions to like new people and new listeners out to you, right? It's not an album, but it's just a little introduction to like where you at right now as an artist. And I really did like with how you put it together. But for those who haven't heard it, but it is available on all streaming platforms. Let's talk. It was dropped in April, so let's talk about the vibes. Let's talk about the different vibes on this EP.
So, I made Cabin Fever, obviously based off of COVID. You know what I'm saying? It was my quarantine tape basically. And I feel like nobody was out here really doing that. So I was like, let me do it, because this is what I'm living right now. And I told you I like to live my truth. That was my truth at the time. So, I was in college at the time, and I was like, all right, let me just start this project, whatever. I dropped out of college, whatever, COVID hit. But the different vibes is literally if you listen to the whole, it's a story. So 4 or 5 song story. So it starts payoff starts with me, literally losing my job, me going into, the office of my boss, and like he's literally like, I'm laying you off. So then I leave, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's literally, I literally explained everything. So I mean, for the people that's gonna see this, like if you wanna, listen to that project, it's just my story of COVID, different vibes. You got me going through sadness, you got me going through happiness, you got me going through struggle, like wondering like how I'm gonna feed, you know, I'm 21. I lived in the house with my mom, my sister, my niece at the time. And at the time, they couldn't do anything, and I'm the man of the house. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, what am I gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Like, what I'm gonna do to make sure that they good? You know what I'm saying? Because it's not about me; it's about everybody. So I'm trying to make sure everybody's good. You know, even though I ain't got nothing, I'm still trying to figure it out. So yeah, this is a story about a bunch of emotions, and you know, then that's when Black Lives Matter riots start happening and stuff like that, and I get into that a little bit. So it's a filled with a bunch of emotions, a bunch of different vibes, a bunch of different colors, if you know you would say. So
Yes, I love it. And outside is open, everybody
yeah,
outside. So I
yep,
feel like the single outside is just perfect, not just because of the name, but literally the vibes is like we're getting ready to go outside and
yep,
the energy is
yep,
up. So it's like the perfect song to either get ready pre-game, or if you're in
yep,
the car with your homies or your girls, you can listen to that all the way to the club, the bar, what have
yep.
you. But talk a little bit about outside.
Man, outside was one of them records that I was just like, man, I'm trying to go outside. You know, I made this like during COVID. I'm like, I'm trying to go outside. So like, I literally just picture myself outside. My homie hitting me up, whatever we doing, what we do, and like, it just was such a feel good record that just the energy, like, and the way I'm rapping on it, and the way I'm getting the story across. You know, I was just, you know, just I had my studio set up at my cousin's house, and I heard that beat. My homie Kilo sent me the beat, and I was like, when I heard the do 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 do, I was like, what is this, and what's about to happen? And then that bass hit, and I was like, oh my goodness gracious! I sat on it for about a week. I sat up about a week, and I made different like versions and wrote different stuff to it. And man, that I'm outside, we gonna ride tonight. Like, it just fits. It just, I don't know, man. That's and I performed it. Maybe actually I performed at Juneteenth festival last month in Atlanta, and then performed it maybe 2 months after before that at Deep Ellum. And people love that record. Like that, oh, it gives you chills. It's such a that bass hits so perfectly in the way that I'm saying it. Just it's such a beautiful song to perform. Like, because people are outside now. Like, it's literally
Right.
talking about what you're doing, regardless of what you're doing. It's one of them songs that's gonna stand the test of time, I feel like, for me.
Yeah,
So
it's like everybody can relate to it. It's
yeah,
catchy. You did a good job. Like how you
thank
rapped
you.
on it, like I said, it's just perfect. Everybody can
Yeah.
relate to it. Everybody loves it. Like you have like little key points where like when you said something like put on my white tee and my J's
Put
on.
some J's on my
Like
feet.
there's little
Fuck it.
things where
Yeah,
like people be like, yes,
yeah,
like I'm so happy I get to put my tee on, my J's, and just go outside.
yeah,
But I feel like
yeah,
Texas, y'all been outside.
yeah. We've been
I'm in
outside.
Michigan, like we just got outside. Y'all been outside. I'll never forget your governor was like, "Yeah, we're open.
Yeah, we've
We're
been outside
open."
probably. We've been outside since like shit, last September, maybe November. Like, everybody just started going outside because we
Yeah.
just like, whatever. I don't
He
know.
said,
People weird.
y'all can worry about that COVID stuff. We outside. If you want to be outside, come to Texas.
Hey, that's one thing about Texas. They love their money, and they gonna get their money regardless. You know what
And
I'm
y'all don't
saying?
pay no taxes.
Nope, nope. And it's gonna be open carry out here too in September.
Jesus.
Yep. You don't need nothing. You don't need to have no. I mean, I think you still gotta have a license. Well, no, you ain't even gotta have a license. Nope. You can just have your gun in your pocket,
It's
walk
gonna
around
be the
wherever you want to
purge.
go.
The purge gonna start in Texas. I'm telling you. Either
Yeah,
Texas or
yeah,
Florida is gonna start the purge. Okay.
yeah. But that's why you gotta keep that thing on you. You know what I'm saying? That for real, for real. My
Yeah.
dad been teaching me since I was a kid. So yeah,
Man, so it seemed like you just say you performed in Atlanta, you hitting the road, you getting them bags, but you also,
yeah.
you know, performing your music in a different crowd, because I think that's
Mhm.
always the real test. And I always tell artists this: don't be afraid to go outside your hometown, because
Yep.
yes, your friends, your family will come to your shows and cheer you on regardless of if your music suck or not. Your
Mm-hmm.
fans, your friends and your family will like your posts on social media and IG. But the real
Yep.
test is to go outside your comfort zone and perform your music in front of strangers who don't know
Yep.
you. And if they love it, that tells
Mm.
you on the right track.
And they be loving it. I like when I went to Atlanta, they was rocking with me. It was so many beautiful Black people out there as well. You know what I'm saying? And like I was nervous, and it was raining in Atlanta too. And right before I performed, it actually stopped raining. So that was a blessing. You know what I'm saying? And then everybody was rocking with it, and had people coming up to me after the show trying to take pictures and following me on Instagram. Like it's a blessing. You know what I'm saying? Like thank you know, glory to God. That's what I gotta say. Glory to God for allowing me to be here talking to you, having this conversation. Because without God, I wouldn't be here. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't be in the for real. Like it's real. It's real.
Blessed
So
and highly favored. Amen.
yeah. Hey, I'm shoot for real.
Yo, so you just got done performing in Atlanta. I'm not sure how long ago
Yep.
that was, but you got Jay Electronica. You opening up for him
Mhm.
in September. So what else do you have planned, and what do you see the rest of your 2021 looking like?
Okay, so in about a week, I'm actually releasing a record called Ride the Streets. It's crazy. I'm gonna have to send it to you before it even released. I'm gonna have to send it to you because that record is crazy. It's featuring Flower Child. She's one of my you know co label. I don't even know what's the I don't know what proper term of that. Label mate. You see, I'm new to this, but label mate. She's going crazy on it. I'm going crazy on it. It's produced by my homie, composed by T. He went crazy on the beat. You know, shoot, J Electronica coming up September 23rd. I'm releasing more singles, more videos. We finna just keep it coming, keep it going, and stay true to ourselves at all times. Be yourself or find yourself by yourself. So yeah, we got a lot going.
I like
Yeah,
that. I like it a lot. And that's all I have for you today. But of course, we gonna spin the block back on you, Sherm, because you about to drop some new music. I would love to share everything that you posting on social media and any music as well. But where can everybody find you as far as like your social media, your YouTube, and of course you said your music is available on all streaming platforms, but I'll let you plug yourself.
All right, so y'all can find me on Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, Snapchat at Sherm Stx. That's SHERMSTX. Again, I'm gonna say it. That's Sherm Stx, SHERMSTX. You can find me on Twitter as well as Sherm Stx, but 3 X's. So yeah, you can follow me wherever you need me. I'm there for real.
That's what's
Yes,
well, it was good to meet you and talk
good
to
meet
you.
you too.
I will say this, please you are very humble. You have a very good spirit. And I know you are getting yourself into an industry where it's very devilish at times and toxic and crazy. But just stay true to yourself, stay humble. And I promise you, like, you are already doing a lot for just only having like a couple EPs and projects officially on streaming platforms. Like, I know you said you've been doing this since you was a little kid, but again, as far as being professional and official, label, publishing stuff, like you've only done this for such a short amount of time, and you already doing so much than other people who've been here longer than you. So keep going and keep pushing.
Thank you so much. I want to say I appreciate the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Like this platform is important. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing what you're doing. Keep keeping your spirit, staying true to yourself, and keep God first, please. You know what I'm saying? So thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Well, I appreciate that too. Thank you very, very much.